This is Wilson from Bullet Sponge Brews, and thanks for coming back to check out this video. I kind of got a little two-part video that we're going to be having today. First off, I have went out and I have purchased a couple of commercial bottles of mead. I've gone out and done this simply so I can kind of see where I should be aiming for with my mead, and see what kind of levels I should be hitting, sweetness, bitter notes, all that kind of stuff. Also, I'm wanting to maybe be able to give you guys decent recommendations as well. Maybe you guys are new to mead like I am, and maybe you're trying to figure out what you like. So I'm going to be buying meads here and there, seeing where they're sitting, and kind of maybe giving you guys a recommendation with those. On top of that, we're also going to be cracking open our traditional mead, and this is probably going to be the last time we crack this open until it's done fermenting. I'm just kind of want to get in there, get an idea of what's going on, and then take a final gravity reading to see where we're currently sitting at alcohol-wise. So, if this is stuff that you're interested in, or if this is content that you like, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Go ahead and leave me a like, subscribe. All that does help the channel. All that does also help kind of push the algorithm to maybe get more people out there to see this content. And like I said, if this is something you're interested in, or if you want to see something else, leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see, and we'll see what we can do to accommodate you guys. All right, everybody. And like I said, we've got two different meads here. I'm going to go ahead and knock out this taste test, or whatever you want to call it first. The first mead I have is just a Wildwood Cellars sweet mead. It looks like it's just a traditional mead. Looks like it is 12% ABV. So I'm just going to give you guys a heads up. My wife has apparently really enjoyed this one because she barely saved any for me. Had to break out my fancy glasses for this. Just kidding. These are my wife's wine glasses. Normally I drink whiskey or rum, but here we are. Doesn't smell too bad. Now, just to give you guys a heads up, I'm not a professional alcohol reviewer. I drink what I like, and other than that, I really don't expand my horizons that far. So mead is kind of a new thing to me. So I'm not going to be able to tell y'all, oh, well, it's got forward notes of almond or anything like that. I'm looking at clarity, how clear it is, and then how it tastes. If I can give you a little bit of information on the taste profile, great, but I'm not a wine connoisseur. I'm not going to break it down like some fancy person from the Napa Valley would break down a 1978 Merlot or whatever they drink. So I'm not that kind of person. So from the looks of it, it is very clear. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but we don't have any solids or anything floating in there. All right, yeah, that's mead. It is sweet. We've got the honey. Honey is very noticeable on the back end. I like it. It tastes pretty good, especially if you're into a traditional mead. So if that's something you're looking for, go ahead and look up Wildwood Cellars. I think I paid like $18 for that bottle. I can't remember, but it was relatively inexpensive. So tastes good, and yeah, I'm a fan. All right, this second mead that we have is Four Brothers mead with blackberry. This is a 13.5% ABV mead. This is also Four Brothers mead. It says is a veteran owned and operated here in Missouri. So if you're from Missouri, I'm always going to shout out businesses from where I live. So if you're from Missouri and you want to help out a veteran-owned business or a meadery or anything like that, go ahead and give them a check out. So, like I said, this is Four Brothers mead with blackberry called Ironside's Reign. It says here, Bjorn Ironside, known for his raids along the Mediterranean in the 9th century, plundered unimaginable riches. This mead with blackberry and its rich flavor is symbolic of Ironside's reign. Apparently, we get a history lesson with it, too. And once again, I am not a wine connoisseur. Um, I'm just a moron who got a hair up his ass to try mead. So, it's what I'm here for. So, this is also pretty clear. You can definitely smell the blackberry in there. So this one isn't as sweet. The blueberry feels a little subdued, but it is relatively pleasant on the back end with the aftertaste and that. I think I might like the Wildwood Cellars just a little bit more. Um, it could be that it's just I don't have a refined palate when it comes to this kind of thing, so I'm not going to completely count them out. It is a good mead. I do enjoy it, but I think I might enjoy the traditional Wildwood Cellars a little bit more. I'm definitely going to keep looking into Four Brothers. I definitely like supporting, at the very least, veteran-owned businesses. As a veteran myself, I like to kind of go out my way and show them support as well. So, like I said, if you're more into something that's not as sweet, it's a little more subdued, you want to support a veteran organization, go ahead and look up Four Brothers. They probably don't need my help with marketing. They own their own meadery, so they're probably doing pretty all right. But once again, just want to kind of give a shout out to a veteran-owned business there as well. So, yeah, I'm going to finish this glass, and we're going to move on to the next part of this video.
A few moments later.
All right, I'm back. That was relatively quick. I got the bottles put away. I got the glass put away. Like I said, we are going to be cracking this open probably for the final time until it is done fermenting when we're ready to rack it into our secondary vessel. I've got my, by the way, figured out this is called a graduated cylinder. It's been, I don't know, 18 years since I've done anything chemistry related. I have no idea why I would remember that, but like I said, I'm just a moron who wanted to try mead one day. Graduated cylinder. Now, once again, harp. Everything here has been sanitized. We're not trying to introduce any gunk or anything like that to our mead. So let's go ahead. We're going to crack this open. We're going to take a look inside, make sure nothing funky is growing. We're going to take a specific gravity reading. Then off camera, I'm going to do a bunch of fancy math because I am not that great at math. And we'll come back with an ABV rating, and hopefully that'll give us kind of an idea on when we're going to be done fermenting. So let's go ahead and crack this bad boy open. All right, y'all, and this is what our mead currently looks like. As you can see, we got a little bit of bubbles on the surface. Not seeing any funky stuff, no mold or anything like that. So it looks like this yeast or this mead is doing perfectly well. Like I said, this is going to be the last time that we crack this one open until the ferment is done. So hopefully I'll have something else to do something else for you guys later on this week. All right, y'all. So here we are. We're taking a gravity reading. Once again, hydrometer, super fragile. Don't drop it. And just slowly ease that in there till it hits the bottom. There we go. Going to take our turkey baster. We're just going to take a sample. Go ahead and get that in there. Looks like we are floating. Get a little bit more in there. Put that right there. All right, Ellen, it looks like we are at 1.066. Go ahead and pour that back in there. Put right here 1.066. All right, y'all. I'm gonna come back. In just a minute. I'm gonna do this math, and we're gonna figure out what our current ABV is.
One eternity later.
All right, guys. Thanks for your patience. Went back. We did our math. It looks like our mead is currently sitting at about 5.13%. So it's still fermenting. We're still doing pretty good. Now, I do want to also clarify that through a little bit of research and a little bit of following a couple different YouTubers like City Steading Brews, who I get a lot of my information from. Apparently, you use different numbers depending on the ABV that your mead is going to be. The number that they like to use the most apparently is 135. So I'm multiplying their final or the gravity readings by 135. So I'm going to go ahead and follow what they do. They seem to know what they're doing, and I really do enjoy their content. So I'm gonna be doing that. So what I did was I subtracted 1.00 or 1.066 from 1.104, and then I multiplied that number by 135. That's how I got my 5.13%. Also, by going by that number, it also shows that this meat actually should roughly be about 14%. So we're a little over a third of the way there. I'm hoping that here in the next week or so that we're probably going to be done with this. Where the meat's only about a week old and it's fermenting nicely. So hopefully here in just a little while, I'm going to be able to show you the next steps in mead making. On top of that, hopefully this Friday or this Saturday, I'm going to be starting a second mead. Once again, I don't want to spoil it. Hopefully you guys will stick around and you guys will enjoy what is to come. Just once again, want to thank every single one of you that are coming back and watching my videos. I do appreciate it. It does make me feel good to know that there are some people at least that are enjoying what I'm putting out. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, a subscribe. That's the easiest way to help this channel out, help improve our analytics, or help us get actually into the algorithm that YouTube is using. If you saw anything that you didn't like, leave that in the comment as well. I'll try to fix anything you guys don't like, and we'll try to keep doing the things that you do like. Once again, my name is Wilson. This is Bullet Sponge Brews. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.